Hello, everyone. Morning or afternoon or evening. Since this is our first time to introduce our solution for entertainment with you, and because this time is our latest release for our product simulator version 2, and there's some huge updates there, and I'm thrilled to presented our solution with our product portfolio on behalf of my whole team to introduce you about the products. So for today, I will briefly introduce you about Style3D. Some may know us and some may not. So this time is like a first time intro. And after that, I will introduce you our products along the pipeline for there's a lot of feasibility, flexibility there for everyone to choose the functions and the pipelines at their own preference. And the third part, I will introduce you our solution towards different pipeline and different usage. And the final part, I will introduce my colleague Jane for our latest updates for simulation version 2. Yeah, so that will be the topics for today. And I forgot to introduce a little bit about myself. And I'm Maggie, and I'm from Style3D, and I have been in Style3D for almost 7 years. And before I was working for fashion side of solution and the business side, and right now I'm responsible for the entertainment business side. So let's get into our topic here. For Style3D, as some may know us from the fashion side, and we have been working in fashion industry from 2015. And globally, we have around 400 faculty all around, yeah, and our focus has always been in high fidelity garment modeling and simulation. And also recently, we have also adopted some machine learning techniques, and we will soon adopt those technology along our pipeline for more efficiency for those for both modeling and high fidelity simulation out there. And as some may notice that we have a lot of research paper published in SIGGRAPH, and we are known for our high fidelity garment simulation out there. So here I provide you a little example here. The first one is produced by Atalia, our modeling software. And as you can see, the dress is several layers, and the hands are collision right with the dresses, and we deal it very easily without annoying collisions out there. And the second case is the real-time demo that we will present it later, and also this will be our speaker Jane, and she will later have live session for you with the live presentation with simulation. As you can see here, we are using a real high quality garments with 50K visits, and while we were running it, and we can exceeds the FPS around 60. And also, this is a case we have done like about half a year ago. So recently, with our updates for our simulation version 2, and we can reach even higher FPS. And we will introduce those techniques for you later. So regarding the speed of simulator, we have also did some comparison with some other simulator. So basically, the vertical axis is the time consumed for the assets. As we can see, the higher the quality and the fast our Style3D simulator is. And this is also why we can be the high fidelity real-time simulator there. And then as for the product portfolio there, as some may know us from the fashion industry, we have the product portfolio from the design end to the consumer end. However, along the entertainment production line, garment process is only part of it. So along it, so we also have several products along the pipeline. So for the material part, we have our own hardware and software as Style3D Fabric for fabric scanning and also physical property acquisition. So with these machines and also our software, we can acquire the materials of real samples as well as its simulation properties out there. However, we don't really recommend you to purchase this product here. And this is mainly for us to acquire the basic assets library there. Well, with these tools and for all those years we have been working in fashion industry, we have accumulated thousands of assets in fashion industry. As for the garments, we have the styles in each garment category with patterns and also with trims, fabrics, and also accessories for their accumulated for easy adoption directly from Style3 Atelier. By that, so we can easily generate our modeling out there. And with the model generated there afterwards, and we can use our motion capture assets. FBX can be imported to Atelier, and further on, Atelier can process it to different formats for other usage. So that's mainly for the assets creation part. And afterwards, we will jump over the motion capture part and directly move to the simulation part. And now we have our Style3D simulator there. Before, we can only import our own format as SMD. And for version 2, we have now a new version that we can import the FBX and OBJ from other 3D softwares directly to simulator, and we will automatically generate a simulation mesh for for the real-time or cache recording purpose out of it. And right now we only have the Unreal Engine plugin, and it can be connected through Blueprint or C++. So there's two purposes for using our Style3D simulator. One is for real-time and another is for cache recording. So basically this is the overall products from Style3D and how we help you to solve the issues with garment modeling and simulation. And for more detail, let's get a little dive into the product side. And this is a showcase. Our artists have already shared it in our station there. It's all done by Style3D Atelier, even the shoes. And for the whole purpose, as some of our clients claimed, they were saying that by using Atelier, it can help them to save up to 55% of time, and the quality of the garments can be upgraded at least 2 levels. So, so vertically, there is the process of constructing this nice modeling, and we have tools along the asset creation pipeline. So there are some very detailed functions there helps us to speed up for more details, like the code mesh is already released in the latest Atelier version with the code mesh generation, and we can get a very perfect code mesh that can be directly applied to further process. Yeah. And there's more details in this pipeline, and also you may notice some functions we have a demo tag on top of it, and those are functions we will release later on. Yeah, and yeah, and here is like a very brief introduction about the about the Atelier. And as you can see, the interface is quite similar to another patent-based software. So our users claims that it may only take them like a half day to get acquainted with the interface. Then they can use our software very fluently to create the asset they like. And since our simulation is powered by our GPU algorithm, so you can see the details and the layers could be very dedicated, and it can be handled very easily without a crash of the software. Yeah. And also in the software, it can export its ABC for Blender or for other purpose usage as well. Yeah. So basically, it's a very similar to another software. However, we may offer better efficiency, and we can deal with details more easily. And here are some examples one of our users outputted lately, and I also shared links here, and you can check for more details out there. And this user only takes like a 1 month training course to build this avatar from zero to what we can see now. Yeah, it's really excellent work out there. Yeah. So besides modeling, and then now we jump to simulator for the cache recording part. And so before I jump into details for cache recording process, and I would like to take some time for some introduction about simulator. So basically, the simulator right now it's an Unreal Engine plugin, and there's functions there to work with different kinds of imported data. And for character, we also have like collision masks and also like for fabrics, we also have the parameters to be adjusted for different property performance out there. And also like a garment is a passive simulation object, so we can also simulate it not only with the avatar but also with pops and wings and even like garment cache, etc. And we are expanding its capability right now. And if you have any suggestion for us to develop further, feel free to let us know through Discord or any other channel. Yeah. And so let's get more in depth with the cache recording workflow. So for simulator, with our latest updates for version 2, and right now we are compatible to Maya assets as a lot of our clients, they have their Maya or 3D Max assets there already. So for this, right now we can directly import it into simulator. And as we all know that when we are doing the garment simulation part, a lot of like back and forth usually arouse because the avatar's animation is not perfect. There's some like intersection between hands and the body. So we offer like functions like a collision mask so that we can draw a mask around the avatar so that the garment will ignore the intersection and directly simulate only the garment part to avoid the bad effects out of it. So it will save some time out there as well. And also for the garment part, and not only we are compatible to FBX or OBJ, but also we can generate a simulation mesh to drive a render mesh, which means that for the simulation part, if we want to save some computation power there, then we can generate a very a low poly mesh and to drive a high poly render mesh there. So that's for some rigid parts, and we can using like tricks like that for better performance out there. So those are like flexible tools for artists to choose from. And also for the interaction part for cache recording, and not only we can interact with pops and wind, but also like if we have a garment cache already generated there, and for a second garment we simulation, it would have like interaction with the first one. So we would we have the capability to make that happen. Yeah. And also, like since we are a Unreal Engine's plugin, so we are connected to the Unreal Engine's wind and the materials system, so that you can directly apply an Unreal Engine wind system, and it will blow not only the trees, the grass, the hair, but also the garments, so they are consistent in the whole environment. And the final for the render part, we noticed that there's a lot of back and forth in cache recording and editing part. So we are offering tools for some fast editing in sequencer there. And also like for the cache generated with simulator, with our engineers excellent work there, and we only takes 1/5 of the volume comparing to original generated abalamics. So it saves a lot of memory for rendering and other like environment elements. And the final part is we have the blueprint and C++ APIs, which can be like connected direct to the pipeline. So that if you want to have like an automatic pipeline along there, and we have some sockets for you to free adopt it there. Yeah. So after I have like Glenn talk so much, and let's take a visual look into it. So this is our like process for a simulator version 1. So before we can only export the SMD and import it for the application. And here is the collision mask we draw, and so that we can ignore the intersections with hand and body. And after we set up some like physical properties, and we can get the performance out of it. And here are the comparison of the volume of data we generated for garment cache on here. Yeah. So since Simulator and Italia both are using same engine to simulate, so if we have same setup there, the quality for both software can be like equivalent out there. Yeah. And so here I will just like pre-leak some new features here, and also my colleague Jane, and she will have a live presentation regarding this part as well. So this is our latest, biggest updates, I would say, for Simulator version 2. And for this, with this function, and right now, like we can be compatible to any assets that's being generated from other software. The only requirement is the UV map has to be like in the right place. Yeah, and so we can generate our simulation mesh directly from the UV map out there. And Jane will explain more details afterwards. Yeah. So with this functions, and we have seen several of our users have outputted some excellent work there. And for this work, it is one of the students from Communication University, and during their summer campaign, and their team has finished this excellent work with these nice dress and a lot of details produced out there. Yeah, I really like it. And finally is the real-time part. And so according to our clients, they were claiming that the time saving for the assets is huge. It's so huge that sometimes it's hard to evaluate it. And for the real-time quality, honestly, when we ask them how many levels it's really increased, they say it's hard, because before there really isn't hard to find any solution for real time out there. However, you guys can really provide it at here. And with our latest updates there, and we can do it even easily because like for the features we have seen with cache recording, like compatible to or the assets from other software, it's still working. And also we will release the blend skinning and the simulation uh, just next month. So we will provide more functions for you to save the computation power and for a better garment presenting there. So basically, for artists, the dilemma is still lies between whether you want to have a really fine, dedicated effects or you want to have the real-time interaction there. So sometimes we have to make some choice. But for some garments, there is some parts of the garment it's really fit to the body, so we can use the skinning part. However, if it has long sleeves or long drapings of the dresses, then only for that part we can use in the simulation part. Then we can find the balance between the computation limitation there and for a better performance. And also for function wise, we can appoint to the second GPU for only a garment simulation there. So if you can have a better hardware, it can also allows you to have a better result out there. So for more of those details, and we will post the links of our software and also its wiki. So if you have time, you can have a free trial out there. And for more detailed question, you can always contact us for more details. Yeah. And so this is a very short case that we have seen before. And with this case, it is run on a 3090 GPU. And this dress is with 50K physics. So for this dress, it's fully simulated. However, with our latest function, for some top garment parts like this, we can use the skinning to save some computation power there. And for the sleeves and dress drapings, we can continue to use simulation for the better performance there. Yeah. And for more case studies, and in China, we have some VTubers that are doing live streaming every Friday, and they were using Dual 4090 for better performance there. And also for some offline interaction, and you can also get only a single GPU 4090 together with a touch screen, so it can be interactive as well. And furthermore, thanks Apple Vision Pro is there, so maybe there could be some interaction there if the max computation power can be connected comparable to GPU as well, or if you use the Apple Vision Pro to link to a PC. So it can also provide some endorsement experiments there. However, that is still something we need to explore more to see what could happen there. Yeah. So basically, that's all for my part. And you can directly find me through LinkedIn or email us or find us in Discord there. So besides online, and this year we will only have an offline showcase in GDC this March 18th to 22nd in San Francisco, and we will have a booth there, and we still have some free tickets. So if you have time and you will be in San Francisco, and we would like to see you there, and you can fill out this small form there, and we will share some extra tickets there. So we are really looking forward to see you there. Okay, so the final part, I will hand it the screen and the mouse to my colleague, to Jane, and she will present it four features that is recently released for Simulator version 2. And for more details about Atelier and Simulator, you can find it through our homepage, and there are also like tutorials from YouTube. And also we tagged the wiki of simulator out there as well. And so for the homepage of the tour products, you can register and get a free trial license there for you to experience it very easily. So we are really looking forward to have you try our products, yeah, and provide some feedbacks and insights. And we will really like to hear from you and help you to increase your efficiency and quality of your RPs. Okay, thank you. And I will handle it to Jane.
Thank you, my boss, for your wonderful sharing. First, we will show you the operation process of the general mesh. You can see this mesh in Maya. We need to find the pen text color tool in Mesh Display. Change to RGB. Color value, change 1. Now we can draw it. Just like this. When finished, export FBX into Unreal Engine. We have prepared the project document. Import FBX. Check Style3D Mesh Import. Opt for Selector Mesh, right-click, Style3D Actors. General Close. Select the character. Add the Style3D. Slow down. Change simulation value. Operation. Check simulation. Next, I will show you new window function. Place Actors panel. Search Wind. And select the wind directional shore in the scene. And add the Style3D wind component. Check simulation. And I will add a clap. Show the simulation effect of collection between closing and object. Add the Style3D obstacle. Check simulation. Okay, the operation demonstration is over. Thank you all for watching and joining today. Our live stream is about to the end. Welcome everyone to update to the latest vision and experience the newest future. Delve into how these changes will elevate your use experience. Bye bye.